This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now.
Back to throw Beathard. And that will be incomplete as well.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Everyone's got 4 down. 319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
319.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. They're taking a step back to see what the 49ers have done through 4 weeks of the season so far. They're now 1-3 with the loss last week, CD to the LA Chargers. And they're under 500 through 4 games for the 6th straight season.
And this year began with so much optimism about them taking the leap. Remember, they went 5-0 down the stretch last year. But when injuries kick in, and they're getting clobbered more than normal, they may be the team this year that has to talk about the major injury bug. Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo gone for the year. Running back Jerick McKinnon gone for the year. Richard Sherman now out a few more weeks. Mike McGlinchey, their first-round pick from Notre Dame, gets hurt against the Chargers. Dante Pettis, their second-round pick. Marquise Goodwin, Joe Staley, Matt Breida. All these guys have been hobbled at some point or another. This team can't catch a break.
Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They run with Breida, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3-19.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Green 18.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay 1st.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Green 19.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right, and he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that'll set them back 5. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Green 19! Green 19!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the bottom of the league in 2017. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's Beathard to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Beathard. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Beathard now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Set. 3-19.
Here's Beathard to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
To throw is Beathard. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now Beathard. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here comes Montgomery now to return it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
319.
Again, it's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. This man's been a fan favorite in the Bay Area for a while. First with Stanford, now with San Fran.
The number 3 pick out of Stanford last season.
His versatility is the key to his success. Whether he's playing defensive tackle, defensive end, line him up over the nose in passing situations, he usually uses his quickness to get to the quarterback.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rodgers now to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, come on.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now it's Breida to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Morris. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
58.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.